Welcome to What I Got for Christmas 2025 Bookish Edition. The reason I'm calling it Bookish Edition is because this is not all I got for Christmas. If you would like to see the other things I got, I do have another channel called Glamburger. I will link it up here and it's always down in the description box below. And every year I do a What I Got for Christmas video over there. And so I'm still going to be doing that this year. So I will be doing the non-bookish items over there. So if you'd like to check those out, definitely do. There will only be 2 items that I show here and there. Just because I feel like they're a good crossover to both. But the ones over there, I'm going to let you know that one of the things over there is one of my absolute favorite gifts. Well, definitely one of my favorite gifts this year and also probably just ever. So if you would like to see what else I got that's not book related, definitely check that out. But we're going to get into all bookish fun stuff over here. And so I asked if you guys would be interested in seeing this and you said you would. I love seeing what people get for Christmas. I think it's so much fun just to see the different types of things that people think of for different people, you know? And it kind of tells you a lot about people seeing what they get because it gives you a lot, you know, a look into the types of things that they're interested in. Of course, in saying that, I'm showing you all bookish items here, which you already know I'm into books, but that's why if you check out my other channel, that video, you will see some other things that I really enjoy. All right. We are going to go ahead and get into everything I got that's bookish, but first I'm going to show you 2 things that I purchased for myself during like the Christmas season that I wanted to share with you here. First being from TJ Maxx, I picked up this Here for the Plot Twist mug. Like, I had to pick this up. Like, this is so adorable. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I've got so many mugs, so I don't need another mug to drink out of. But I thought that this would be really fun to have for my TBR jar for my 26 in 2026. And so that video, if you have not already seen it, I will link it up here and down in the description box for you. But I shared the 26 books that are priority reads for me in 2026 and also my reading plans for the year. And so, yeah, I figured this would be the perfect little TBR mug for that. And so I couldn't resist. It was $5.99. And then something else I picked up for myself, I didn't actually pay for because I have a Poshmark closet, which I'm planning to close out, so I'm not even gonna bother to tell you what it is. But I have sold stuff on there, just my own things, and then I just save up money in the balance there, and if I see something I want, then I use that money for whatever I want. And so that's kind of what I did here. And I decided to pick up, I knew that one of these books was going to be on my 26 and 2026 list. And I was like, you know what? I've heard such good things about this series that I'm just going to go ahead and pick up the whole series because I got it for such a good deal. And I will put up on the screen what I paid because I can't think off the top of my head right now. But I ended up picking up the whole Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. And this, actually, the box itself, it was in shrink wrap. I just took it off, but the box is in bad shape. I don't care because I'm going to take them out anyway to put on my shelves. So this is what the books kind of look like. So yeah, that was another thing that I went ahead and picked up for myself during this holiday season that I wanted to be able to share with you guys because you're going to be seeing it in in a video that also is related to book items that I got for Christmas. So let's get into them so that I can share them all with you. Oh, one other thing first though. My sweet friend Jenny, she has a supper club with herself and 10 of her closest friends. And I'm one of them, which makes me feel so special and so loved. And at our December party, she had these cute little bookmarks and you could pick the color of tassel you wanted. And then she had these really cute little stickers that you could put on them. So I made these 2 little bookmarks, pink and blue tassels, that I think are so cute for winter. So they're totally going to be, this is going to be my January one, the blue one here. And then this one is going to be my February one. And yeah, I just thought those were super cute and I wanted to share those because they are gifts to me and I got them from my absolute best friends in the world. So yeah. Next is something for my husband. It's not completely book related, so this will actually be in my other video on my other channel too, but I pictured using it when I'm reading. So yes, it is book related to me, but it is this big, comfy, cozy, basically a blanket that you wear. It is gigantic. I'm actually going to insert a clip of me wearing it so that you can see. Just so you know, I'm just under 5'1", and so I'm a shorty. And so this is massive on me, and it is massively comfortable, massively cozy, massively awesome. I absolutely love it. I wore it like all day New Year's Eve and basically New Year's Day too, actually. And yeah, I absolutely love it. It's everything I wanted. And so part of the reason I really wanted it is because the sleeves are like actual sleeves. I don't like robes really, because a lot of times they're just bulky and the sleeves are always like hanging, and anything you try to do, you're like knocking stuff over or dragging them through stuff or whatever. So I'm like, I want something big and cozy that like I can go do stuff and not have it be like all in the way too. And so the size of this, and be able to sit on the couch, I always tuck my legs up to the side of me when I'm sitting anyway, and so I can pull this over my legs, and it's like just literally being completely engulfed in a blanket, and it's so fabulous. So I had actually asked my husband for that for Christmas, but funny enough, my mom ended up getting my sisters and I, they're all different, these really cute cuddle duds. Kind of a similar concept, much more slimlined, not so thick and fluffy, but mine has coffee cups all over it because anybody who knows me knows I'm a ridiculous coffee addict. And so I love the color is kind of like this brown, almost like a burgundy, like a mauve-ish brown with the white. And again, it's got more of a sleeve, so it's gathered, which I love. It has a hood too, just like the other one did. This one has a zipper all the way up and down it. And I'll put that one on too to show you how that fits. So this is much more like slimlined, not as bulky, that kind of thing, but so perfect. And especially if you're around my age and you suddenly get ridiculously overheated, this is easy to take on and off, and it's not super thick. So yeah, I love it. It was so funny that like I asked for something like I did for my husband, because I've never asked for something like that before, and then that my mom got me this. And so this to me though is like a perfect robe alternative because it does zip all the way down, so it's easy to get in and out of. And yeah, yay. All of the next items that I'm going to show right here are from my husband, and I'll show you the books first. So the first book, he totally amazed me. We were in Target the one day, and I was just kind of looking at the books, and he's walking through with me, and I kind of went over by these certain books, and he goes, "Isn't that one of the ones on your list?" Because I have an Amazon wish list for books. And I was like, "It is." And he's like, "Oh." And so I knew he'd been looking at it. So that was awesome. If you don't remember, I just recently, in I think the end of November, I picked up Divine Rivals from Book Outlet. And I went ahead and had put this on my Amazon wish list. And so he got me Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the duology by Rebecca Ross. And so I am really excited. Obviously, I haven't read Divine Rivals yet. That's maybe not obvious. It is if you're around this channel at all. You know I didn't, because I read literally 2 books in December. But yeah, so now I have both of the books in the duology, and I love that because then it's like I know I can continue on with the story. And so I plan to kind of, maybe I didn't even say this in my my reading plans for the year, but I'm hoping to, as I start a series, be able to add those to my TBR throughout the year, so that if I have the books to a series, I can like be caught up on them if I'm not completely finished with them by the end of the year. So so I'm excited to have that. So then he got me 2 other books, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. So I read earlier this year Cheddar Off Dead by Karina Moss. It's a cheese shop mystery, cozy mystery series. Okay, it was the first book. I loved it so much, like so much. It was just like all the warm, fuzzy, just joyful reading, like doesn't take a ton of thought. There was a mystery to it, but also I just loved the characters and the descriptions of everything, and just and so then I had also bought the second book. I bought the first and second from Book Outlet. The second one is somewhere in my blind TBR, so it's wrapped. So whenever I get to that, then I can go on, because then I found the next 2 books at a thrift store over the summer. And so then I just needed 2 more to finish out the entire series. And so my husband got me Fun, Do or Die and Bait and Swiss. So these are the last 2 in the Cheese Shop Mystery series. And so now I have the entire series, and I am so excited about it. They like, I hope all of them are as good as the first one. because now I've got them all. But I think they're just an enjoyable read, and especially would love to add them in when I've got months where maybe I'm reading something a little heavier, maybe something that has a little more emotional pull or something like that, that these will just be fun things to sprinkle in and just be that lighthearted, fun reading. So I love that he got me these. So he asks me every year to make an Amazon wish list just of things I would like. And that's, so that big cuddly cozy, you know, blankety, wonderfulness that I have, that was something that I had put on that list. And this one is, and he asked me about it, he goes, okay, I'm just going to ask you about this, because he's like, really, why do you want this? So I told him, so I'll show you why too. So it is the little envelopes and little library cards. They have adhesive on them that you can stick in your books. Okay, so I just recently did a Temu haul on my other channel. I will link the video up here if you want to check it out and down in the description box. And it was like pretty much all Bookish items. So if you want to see that, I work with them on that channel. So that's why the video is over there. Otherwise, I would put it over here as, you know, because it was mostly Bookish items. Actually, I've got a couple of videos over there that are Temu, like Bookish stuff. And because you can find such good stuff. My phone case, which is in that video, actually, it's on my phone right now when I'm filming. That's super cute and Bookish. But anyway, I just got, in that haul, I got a book stamp that says from the library of Danielle G. And because I couldn't put my last name because it's way too long. And so I plan to put these in like my most treasured books, and I might have to get some more. And I'm going to use the stamp on the little envelope part. But this way, like my sisters, my mom, whatever, if people want to borrow books from me, I can see exactly who has them. So I know who to ask, like, hey, did you read that yet? Like, can I get that back? Because let's be real. We all know those people who you love to share things with, but sometimes you're like, when am I going to get that back? And so I just thought this would be super fun and just make my home library feel very library-ish to have the actual little library cards and everything in my books. So he got them for me. I feel like now would be a good time to tell you about the biggest Bookish item that I got for Christmas this year, and it is a new bookshelf, and I am so thrilled. I have very limited space right now for bookshelves, and so I really had to be mindful of what I could make work in my bedroom. And so I found, which I will pop up on the screen, a picture of what it looks like, because you will be seeing it in a future video, but a corner bookshelf, because I had to make sure that the measurements would work right for the very limited space that I had. And I found this bookshelf, and so I put it on my list, and I pretty much knew he wanted to get me that because he knew that was the thing. I was like, oh my gosh, like if I have this, I won't have piles of books on our bedroom floor. So it's really a gift to him too, right? And so he got me that bookshelf, and spoiler alert, I put it together yesterday. There's no books on it yet, but that is going to be a video that you're going to see too, is me setting it up and kind of configuring what I'm going to put on it. And also with my other small bookshelves that I have, because I have 3 smaller bookshelves, kind of what I'm going to have each of those bookshelves be for, kind of thing, because I kind of have a plan for that, kind of, sort of. And so, yeah. So now these things that you're going to be seeing that I'm showing you next are things that are going to be adorning that bookshelf, and I can't wait to put it all together because I think it's going to be so much fun. So first off is this, it says now reading, and on the side it says to be read, and it's open here, and then you've got the books. You can slide these in, so if you only had a couple books, it would keep it, but it's basically like bookends for your TBR. And I think this will be perfect because I basically do about 6 books a month as my TBR, and most of the time those should fit here. Sometimes I'll have some chunkier ones, so they won't, but that's okay. And I just thought this would be so cute to have on my shelf and have my TBR books right together like that. And as opposed to putting them in a bin kind of thing or something, which I think those are cute too. I'm not saying anything negative about them, but I just saw this and I thought, okay, wait a minute. That is really fun and perfect, and will just sit right on my shelf, and I can turn it however I want to, which you'll see with the way the shelf is. There are open ends, and so I think it'd be perfect to have this be facing out where you can see, but you'll also still be able to see like the to be read from where you're looking at the front. You'll see when I get it set up. And so, yeah, so fun. Perfect little spot for my TBR. It just makes TBR time so much more fun to me. And then some of you may know, and some of you may not, but Jane Eyre is my favorite book of all time. And so he got me this ceramic book vase that's Jane Eyre. So you've got here on the side, and it says, I am a free human being with an independent will. And so I think this is so cute. I don't know yet if I'm going to put, I think I might put my bookmarks in this. I'll have to see, like, well, here, I can try with these because it's kind of deep, but that's still okay. Even if it's, I mean, it's easy to reach in and out of it. But so that might be where I end up keeping my bookmarks then. But how cute is this to have a representation of my absolute favorite book? Oops, sorry about that. And to be able to have it on my bookshelf as a beautiful piece of art, but also be functional because it's gonna hold all my bookmarks. So super cute, and I can't wait to put it on my shelf. These last two things, I did not have these on my list. And so he did this all on his own because he's always like, I want to get you things that I know you really want, so I want to get you things off your list. And he has a really bad habit of, if I put it on the list, he buys it. So it's like, anything I put on there, I better really want because he's probably going to get it. And so I'm so thankful. Like, he knows that gifts, like giving and receiving, are my love language, and he loves to be able to kind of spoil me with stuff. So I'm so thankful for that. He's the most fantastic husband ever. Like, I could go on and on about him, but that's not what you're here for. But really, he's just absolutely fantastic. We met when we were 6 years old. We've been best friends like all through school, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, we've known each other pretty much our whole lives. And he's amazing. So, yay. I love you, Brian, if you're watching. Okay. So these things, though, he was like, I really wanted to get you something that you would have no idea, like would not be expecting at all. You know, it's not on a list or something. And he did awesome. And so the first is he got me a book nook. And okay, let me look because I'm pretty sure there's a little picture. Yeah. I have never done one of these before. It's going to force me to do some audiobooks, I think, because it'll be something that I can be, you know, as I'm working on, I can listen to an audiobook because I'm not a big audiobook person. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But I will only get them from Libby for free. Like, I'm not paying for audiobooks. But so this will be something that I can be doing while listening to a book, hopefully. But he got me, it's the Owl Bookstore. I'll hold it up here. I'll put some, like a picture on the screen or whatever from the listing from Amazon so you can get a better idea. But oh my gosh, the little intricate little stuff to put in there. I am so excited because he's like, I thought it might be cool, like to be able to put on your bookshelf and it lights up and stuff. And I was like, yes, please. Like, I'm gonna have the cutest bookshelf ever. And so I am just so excited to get into this. This is definitely something, you know, during these next few winter months and stuff that will be great weekend projects that I can just sit, listen to a book or music. Usually it'll be music, but I'm trying. And if you have any recommendations for audiobooks that are really good, where it's not like an annoying narrator or something obnoxious, please let me know down below because that's what I'm looking for. And yeah, so I cannot wait to do that. I think he did such an awesome job picking that out. I was so excited, so surprised. Like, I was not expecting that at all. So I now have a little book nook kit that I can work on, and we'll be able to make something adorable for my bookshelf. So you'll get to see that at some point. Maybe I'll include it in like a reading vlog or something, like me working on it a little bit or something. Let me know if that sounds interesting to you too. So, but so awesome. So then the last Bookish gift that he got me, he made this little Merry Grinchmas card, and I'm not going to show you the inside or you'll see something you shouldn't, but it's got a whole little poem in here that sounded very weird, like I'm hiding something strange in there. I'll tell you in a second. But it's got a whole little poem in there that I'm not going to read to you. It's just something he made for me. But the thing I don't want to show you is because he got me a $50 book outlet gift card. And so it's the code for that book card. So I'm obviously not going to show it on here, or someone else could use it. But how cute that he put that together. Okay, yes, I'm babbling on and raving about my husband again. Just deal with it, okay? Just give me a second. My presents, so he goes and buys his own wrapping paper, all that kind of stuff. This year he wrapped them at my mom and dad's. He's wrapped them at his mom and dad's before. He's wrapped them at work. Like, I don't see anything, any evidence of anything until Christmas morning. And so he wrapped everything. He made gift tags. Every single present, the gift tag was a different picture of him and I together. And then, you know, to me from him. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm telling you, this man is amazing. Not making it up. Like, he's just incredible. And so sweet. And I absolutely love all of these bookish gifts from him. However, I did get some non-bookish gifts from him, but like I said, you'll have to check out my channel and my other video if you want to see what else he got me. But that will have like all my stocking stuff, all that kind of stuff. And I get good stockings. Like, my mom and sister and my husband and stuff like do up the stockings. So yeah. So the last 3 things I have to show you are from my sister Dana. So my sister Dana is 2 years younger than me. My sister Delyn is 9 years younger than me. And we switch off between couples each year who's buying for who, just to make it more affordable. And it's actually more fun because then you can really just focus on like one of my sisters and their husband instead of like trying to come up with stuff for multiple, you know, kind of things. And so my sister Dana had me this year, had my name. And so these are the things she got me. Again, she got me something that is not bookish, so that will be on my other channel's video. But let me show you the bookish thing she got me. In saying that, Dana is a huge reader. She has been a high school English lit teacher for years and years and years. And so we very much love to talk books. At Christmas, we were talking about all sorts of different book stuff. And so I knew she would have fun picking out bookish things for me. And she did not disappoint. Like, this girl, she did it up. And so I am so excited. The first thing that she got me are these little sponges that look like books. Okay. Jane Eyre Dry and Suds and Sensibility. Stop it. Is that not adorable? Like, these are so stinking cute. I really don't think that I am going to be able to use these on dishes. Like, how can I use those on dishes? They're so cute. So they might end up being decor on my bookshelf because they're just so dang cute. Have you guys seen these before? Like, I think she probably got them at Barnes & Noble. I'm not positive, but oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love it. She obviously got these for me because Jane Eyre is my favorite book of all time. And then, spoiler alert, Sense and Sensibility is on my 26 and 2026. That's not a spoiler. That video is already out. But if you haven't seen it yet. And so these are both very relevant. Now this one, this is funny. This is a book. And she went on, I shared my Amazon book wish list with her. And I told my husband, I go, if you asked me, okay, if Dana was going to go on this list and pick one of these books for you, which one would it be? I would have picked this book. I know, because she and we are so like right on with things. In fact, I will add in something here that's totally unrelated, but I found this shirt at Target that I freaked out about because the bunny book is one of our favorite books from childhood. Like, it just makes us so happy. It was a little golden book. She actually bought me a copy of it for my birthday this past year so that I have it to be able to read to like my grandkids. And, so we love it. Like, the little pictures from it and stuff are so nostalgic. So my husband and I were in Target doing some Christmas shopping, and I saw this shirt and I flipped out. Like, my husband's like, really? You're this excited about this shirt? I'm like, yes. Like, I mean, I was so excited. So I wore it to our one big family Christmas party, and my sister freaked out when she saw me. And my husband's like, of course. Like, because she and I are just right there together on certain things. And so she pulls out, she's like, wait. She pulls out her phone, and her phone screen was the picture that was on my shirt. I'm telling you, that's how much like we are like on the same page with stuff. On the same page. That was very bookish. Oh my gosh, I'm a nerd. Anyway, but then there are things that we are totally not alike about, but like things that are nostalgic and just stuff like that, like we just totally are right together on. Okay, and saying that, the book that I knew, like I could have picked that would be the book that she chose from that list was The Orphanage by the Lake by Daniel G. Miller. I have not read anything by this author. I know nothing about this book. I saw this as I just randomly, actually, one time when I was looking on Amazon. On Amazon? It might have been on Book Outlet. That makes more sense to me. But, and just had seen it and was like, that sounds good to me. And so I added it to my list. I'm not going to read the synopsis to you because I didn't about the other books either. Although those ones were like further down in series. So this one I will. A missing girl, an orphanage full of secrets. Hazel wants a new life. She's 30 years old, single, and her private investigation business is months away from folding. Her luck takes a turn when Madeline Hemsley, a mysterious socialite, pays Hazel a visit with an offer too enticing to resist. An orphan girl has disappeared from a children's home, the orphanage by the lake, as the locals call it, and Madeline wants Hazel to find her. At first glance, it appears to be a standard runaway case, but as Hazel plunges into the investigation, she finds signs of something more. Unexplained bloodstains, cryptic symbols, sinister figures shadowing her every move. The more she digs, the more she realizes the orphanage by the lake holds terrifying secrets. And even worse, so does Madeline. Yes, absolutely the kind of creepy thriller kind of stuff that I love. And I know my sister really likes those kind of books too. And a lot of it has to do with the title and the cover. I guarantee if I ask her, that is really what made her pick this book. So love it. Dana, you know me so well. And then the last bookish item she got me is another book nook. This is the corner bookstore. And so this one is very different than the one my husband got me. The one he got me is all like the little, what is it? Stuff that has to like be glued together and stuff. I mean, this one has that too, obviously. But this one has also like little miniature pieces of things. And I'm going to see if I can put, I'll hold it like this, but the glare from the ring light, I'm sure is too bad. Maybe I can put a picture on the screen. But both that one he got me and this one have, you know, a little light on them. So they will be things that can be up on my shelf and be lit up. And oh my gosh, so they're completely different. That one is that little bookstore that's more like moody vibes, you know, like gives you more of that like Shakespearean feel. And then this one is more to me like a modern type of like a bookstore kind of thing on the corner, you know, a corner bookstore. That's why I said that. And yes, so now that means I have 2 book nooks to be able to put together, and that also means more time for audiobooks. So like I said, please give me recommendations. But yeah, I am so excited to have this one too. So I can't believe I have 2. Like, I have such fun stuff to be able to work on, and I'm so excited about it. So those are all of my bookish gifts that I got for Christmas this year. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing them. Did you get anything like any of these? Or if you got something bookish that you want to share with me down in the comments, I would love to hear about it. I know some of you did share with me in a community tab post that I did, and I love to be able to hear that you guys get super cool bookish things that you are excited about too. Like that just makes my heart so happy. We are all going to have so much fun with all of our new bookish things. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and thank you to the people who got me these gifts. Like, man, I feel very loved and very spoiled, and just so thankful. And I hope that you guys had a really fantastic Christmas. And yeah, let's see what this year brings. Obviously, we're going to have some fun bookish stuff going on here. You're going to get to see my shelf put together and the way I decorate it. So hopefully that's something you enjoy. And obviously these books at some point in my TBRs throughout the year, and getting to work on these book nugs. And then obviously there will be a book outlet haul coming, at least one, because I've got this gift card, and yeah, it's going to be a good year. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.